Hi. Yeah, it definitely gets better. When I was in high school, I was suicidal. I was drinking a lot. I was doing okay in school, and a lot of people thought I was kind of happy as far as teenagers go for happiness, but really I was miserable and I was terrified of being discovered for being a queer. I lived with that fear every single day, and even though no one knew how much it stuck when they called me a fag, it was absolutely horrific. And so I didn't get the beatings, but I got the terror, and it sucked. But there's only one thing I hung on to when I was in high school, and that was college. All I kept telling myself was, I just have to get to college. I just have to get to college. I just have to get to college. It'll get better. And it did. It got better at college. Didn't get perfect, but it was better in high school. And I think everybody in high school was actually looking forward to getting out of it as well. Um, Went to college. That was all right. Didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up, even after college. So in my 20s, I decided that really what I wanted to do is experience the world. So I got a passport and a futon and a dresser and a complete luggage set. And every single chance I got on a plane to go somewhere. I got a job as a travel agent, so I would get discounts. Went to Europe, went to Australia, went to Africa, went to Japan, went to all over the US and Canada, went to Mexico, went to South America, and now I've been to every continent except Antarctica. Didn't go fancy. Don't have any RRSPs or any sort of retirement stuff yet, or just starting that now in my 40s, but I got to see the world because I just knew that I needed to bust out and bust out in a big way. Uh, Eventually, I went back to college again and went to graduate school, and now I'm Dr. Fag, which is awesome because I learned a lot. It doesn't make me a better person. But the point I'm trying to make is, oh yeah, and I got married. Married to a really good guy, and we're married. We probably met a bit late to have kids, but if we'd met 10 years earlier, we'd probably have kids now too. But I've got lots of nieces and nephews. Oh, and my family totally accepts me and totally accepts my husband now. Like, from a time where my dad wouldn't speak to me for about a year, and my mother had a really hard time with the whole thing, to giving us a wedding present, um, treating us like all of their other children and son-in-laws. In fact, Max is decidedly too good for me, is apparently what the family thinks, which is kind of screwy, but also kind of awesome. But the point is this: it got better, and the only way it got better, first and foremost, was by sticking around. I'm not promising you that you'll get to see the world. I'm not promising you you'll get to go to university and get a PhD. I'm not promising you you'll get married. But I can promise you this: it will get better if you stick around. There are all sorts of resources available today that weren't available when I was your age, and try to grab onto them as much as you can. But if all you can do is keep your head down until you can get the fuck out, that's awesome. Keep your head down until you get the fuck out. Because if you can't get through what's now, you can't stick around to see just how great it could be. I've got a level of integrity and dignity that I didn't even think was possible when I was a 17-year-old kid who was carrying a vodka bottle to school every day just so I wouldn't completely freak out. And I don't do that anymore, and I don't have to. And you won't either. So, you want to come out in high school, junior high school? That's awesome, but you don't have to. You want to bring a boy or girl or genderqueer to your prom? That's awesome, but you don't have to. You do what you need to do to get through right now, and make sure you hold the rest of us who have gotten through it responsible to giving you the support you need. Now, we're old and we're tired and we sometimes are distracted, but if you let us know, hey, asshole, I need someone to talk to, most of us, I think, are willing to listen. But we can't listen if we don't know you're out there. But it does get better, I promise.